child support.
Right? I didn't realize you were. No, I didn't.
Right. Missed it.
All right, now round two. Obviously, you can see this one's on the 7-foot table, and it's 9-ball race to 15. They're playing this one even up after the last race. This one should go a lot quicker. Obviously, 9-foot on a 7-foot table goes much quicker than what the 8-ball does. As you may remember, matter of fact, we'll actually put it down here on the bottom. Set number one. This 8-ball on the 9-foot table. Tim came out with that one.
You would have lost it. No, spot ball in hand. But I thought it happened though. I really did think it happened.
Note down here at the bottom to show how we came out on that one. Sorry about that, everyone. Little technical difficulties up here, but we got it back working like it's supposed to be, and try to make sure that does not happen again. I'm probably looking towards that 7-9 combo after this 6. Gonna go over there and take a second look at it real quick. Gonna be the right shot. That 9 ball's blocking part of the pocket, and with as close as it is, it's not gonna take too much to do it. Lines it up nicely. Uh-oh. Ooh, really took a chance there with that forward roll, and moves that one up 1-1. So, Albert, I see you've got down here that Tim won the first rack. I was dealing with difficulties back here, but this score is actually being read off of what they are recording. Oh, and I see what it is because they switched the names on me. So let me fix that real quick. So Tim actually won both on here. Yeah, the name's backwards from what I've got it in recording up here. So we'll get that fixed here. Thank you for pointing that out.
Oh, well, Alan tags us.
There we go. That looks a little better. Well, they have, Albert, they actually have it listed on the scoreboard back here behind them, which is the one that they control. That Tim has won 2, so I did not see the end of the first game. So I'm not sure what happened. I'm going to go back and look at it real quick over here.
I had a solid good hit.
So on game number 1, Tim did hit the 2 into the 9. So he has actually won both of those 2. Manny left it right at the edge. So right now the score should be correct.
May or may not have been a defense.
Yes, sir.
doing a good job of working around this table. Follow this one up a little bit just to give him a nice angle on that 8-ball coming back down.
Yes, we're playing evenly.
This one he can play this one quite a few different ways. He can actually roll it forward and go around a couple rails, go back onto the other side of the 9-ball. He can go straight back across. Play it a little further around. Give himself a little bit of a cut, but very makeable. Even easier on a 7-foot table over here. And Anthony Cruz, yes, they are playing even on this one. 7-foot table can be a little tough to give up weight, even more so whenever it comes to 9-ball. There's definitely occasions where 9-ball on a 7-foot table kind of turns into a bit of a break and run fest. So giving up weight, you got to be relatively confident.
Didn't plan on this.
What is on?
Well,
Bad.
they tagged me. Not the one tag. I'm trying to tag other people.
Tim with a dry break on that one, which might work out okay. He did end up kind of hooking the 1-ball back there. So again, pretty standardized rules here. You do not have to call every shot. You do have to call the 9-ball. They are allowed to push after the break. I don't believe they are playing 3-foul rule on this one. If they're playing by standard tap rules, means that they are it is not a 3-foul rule. He's looking at the 2-ball all the way down, but he sees he's got some traffic. He puts some inside English and kind of force it down there, but got a really really came through there nicely. Obviously, you can see that it did get behind the 9-ball, but also didn't make the shot, so it wouldn't have quite been in that same position. So he might have gotten open. Good job trying to get down. He's gonna play a little bit of a defense. Is he gonna get behind that 7? And yes, it is. Again, as you can see down towards the bottom, Tim did get the first set. The first set was 8-ball on the 9-foot table. Tim was playing pretty good. Manny a little off on that one. Reset to the 7-foot table. It actually has nothing to do with the anything with the first matchup. This is actually already pre-planned to switch over to the 7-foot and play 9-ball on it. Wants to look careful. Although there's a potential for a 2-9. Don't necessarily see a real big reason in going for that one. Might have been going for it on that one. Let's leave Manny now with an open shot on the 2-ball. Touch of inside gets him down there on that 3 without too much trouble. Cuts it a bit, and let's see if he's going to get lucky with the roll, like he may just have. David, whenever they were talking last week, that's I don't know that it was one in particular that said they wanted to play on the 7 foot. They were talking about playing a match on both. Drives me nuts because then we have all that stuff to switch around. But nevertheless, so they both. I'm sure one of them said it first, but I don't remember which one. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get another one of those rolls. Still struggling a little bit, and granted, there's some advantages and some disadvantages of coming off the 9-foot table onto this one. Obviously, the shots get a whole lot easier. The pockets are so much closer, and when the pockets are closer and they're the same physical size, that also means they're going to become a lot larger. Only time it seems like they become larger when the cue ball is heading towards them. He gets a little bump on that 8 ball. Didn't good. Slow roll that 4 ball into the corner and get him back out of the middle of the table for that 5 ball into the side. Gets it a little strong, but is he going to get past the 6 ball? Like it's going to sit right behind it. It's a really nice hit on the 5 ball up here. Parked over in the corner. He's got a cut or bank. I like the cut better myself. A lot of people feel like they bank a lot better, so you may take that one and it's gonna fall. Apparently Manny is one of those people that feels that way, so not gonna roll out. So he didn't leave a hanger for him to come back to, but a makeable shot nonetheless. Looks like it's open. I don't know if he has enough room there to be able to cut the 6 in. And if he does, he has to be careful about knocking that 7 ball out of the table, or out of the corner there. Set up pretty nicely. Now, the 7 does still look like it goes into this corner. Definitely got a little bit smaller pocket on it. And he's still shooting for those banks over there and still making them. Gets a little roll down at the top of the table and comes out very nicely. Draw shot here should be set up on the 8 ball. I said a little draw shot, Manny. That was a good shot and bounce off the top rail. Should be set up nicely for the 9 ball. Don't get too carried over there. Right. Self a corner pocket shot. Three to 1.
That means
I'm finally on board.
oh my, somebody else come in. That means even according to
So I have to laugh at the comments over here because normally with the way the play's been going tonight, I would have to say the advantage goes to Tim after the first rack. But if Tim's going to sit over here in the chat and watch the things that's coming across, I might have to take that bet. that is something that is proven time after time that does not work out well whenever people start looking at the chats and
Was me?
Yeah.
see how Tim does if he wants to follow along. You might have heard the little story once before about where two people were playing. So right above this particular table, there's a TV, and that TV a lot of times will give the players the options on whether or not they want it. But a lot of times on that TV, we'll actually put the match that is currently playing. Well, because of YouTube and Facebook, there's a slight delay. It's on at roughly about 20-ish seconds. If you could see it up there, you could see when the different shots were happening. And one of the players had their phone turned on to the stream, and it's one of our players. It's about the skill level of what we're watching now, and he was basically, and he had the phone just sitting over on the side, so it's not like he was using earbuds or anything, but he was actually playing it and walking around the table until we talked about what a good option for the next shot would be, and then just shooting that shot. So basically, we were over here in the booth giving him a coach on every shot, and the opponent laughs, turns around, and says, "You're going to have to shut that off." Because it didn't take too long to start catching up with what was going on there, and so both had a pretty good laugh. This is just a few weeks ago, and now we that TV in the back never has the volume on, but his phone sure did. Ooh, bad roll there.
The scratch that
All right, so Manny here can kind of just once again sort of connect the dots a little bit. Lay this over there on the side rail, shoot it straight up. Touch top English to get himself a little bit of an angle. Other side, or on the side that we're looking at now for that 8-ball. Possibly even just below center. Just kind of pop a little bit. You can also roll forward. You just got to watch out for that scratch. Really close to it, but without smelling like roses. And David, I have to agree with you when you say except for on. I think there could be a marching band going through the room. It's not gonna ruin his game. Hope he's not listening, because I don't want to give him too many compliments and make his head swell up. All right, 3-2. Manny starts charging back. Let's see if Tim stays on that phone. I'll let Tim stepped out of the room. Both of them are very good friends, so Manny will go ahead and keep on playing. He pays me enough, I'll cheat for him. Scratches on the break and relatively open. Himself hooked a little bit on that 3-ball. Gonna find himself having to kick at this one more time. Successful kick. Is he gonna get behind anything? Buries it behind that 5-ball. Gotta love when the rolls are going your way. And he finds a big old side pocket. Tim's lining up to shoot that one in the side, which means he's going to have to drift that forward and make sure that he gets through there for that 4 ball. It's probably a good time to maybe even slow roll this one in or hit a little harder and make sure you get above the other side. Goes ahead and slow rolls that one in. He's getting himself into a little bit of trouble here. We see where that 6 ball is. And shoot it inside. He's just got to either draw it back or push it quite a distance forward. I think drawing that one back is going to be the best choice. We may see a defense after this. He might have gone a little too far for the defense. Looking around for option B. 6 ball. Actually, it looks like it might have room to go up into the top corner. Can't tell if that 7's too far in the way, and now he's looking, taking a stab at that 9 ball. Well, let's find out if he called that. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, he sure did. That was a great, great cut. Moves that up to 4-2. Let's see if I happen to have captured that one. Hey, look at me go. That was really a nice shot.
Yeah. Eight ball on the 7-foot, 9 ball on the
Lexington.
It didn't look like he cared too much for that one. However, he's actually got a really good lead here. He should be able to go around 3 rails, overcuts it a bit. If he's going to leave Manny out on this one. Now I see why he didn't like it. Back to an opportunity to drag this within 1 game. Stays down, strokes through, makes a shot.
But you can't do it. Forgive him. Want to. Not all day long, but they're in that last set, I should.
Manny with a nice break, unfortunately scratches on that shot. Him gets to take advantage of a very open table here. The only thing that I see as far as an issue goes is moving from the 4 to the 6. He finds a way to do that one. It'd be a pretty easy table for him. Drags that one way back over. It ends up in that spot that we all love, right behind the point. I'm looking to kick at this one, and unlike a lot of times in 8-ball, I think he's going to give this one a pretty good swing. It doesn't matter what pocket it goes in, it just needs to find a pocket. That little bit of English caught him on the second rail as it dies coming off of that one. Now he saved that 4-6 transition for Manny to come back and play. Nice little angle to come back over. Wants to get close straight, probably on the 4, or leave an angle and go around 3 rails. Bobbles that pocket. I think he left that position pretty well on the 4. Of course, we know it wouldn't have necessarily been there if the shot had gone in. Slightly different angle, but kind of like getting back up to the middle of the table and playing it around 3 rails on the 4. Had to go up a little higher, and that's actually not too bad. He can actually a little bit of right, maybe even a touch of bottom right. Gotta watch the side pocket, but if it avoids the side pocket, from 2 rails back up on that 6 ball. And that English got him again. It dies coming off that second rail.
It came back. I said, oh, look at this.
Mr. Bo Phillips. Yes, this table is a 7-foot diamond. The one beside it is the 9-foot. And as far as how to get out here, I don't know if you have anybody that you would already want to play against. It's very open and reasonably informal. If you've already got somebody that you'd like to play, you can just get up with me anytime and we'll see if we can't get you scheduled out here. If you don't have anybody that you currently like to play, a lot of people will go out onto Taking Shots or Billiard live stream and just post, hey, who wants a chance? And a place from there. We happen to be down in, I'm not sure if you're in the Florida area. We are down in Riverview, which is just outside of Tampa. Always looking for new faces out here, so let me know. I can always help with, slides by that one a little bit, but We're always willing to help. If I don't know you personally, sometimes that's a little difficult because I can't tell a player, what an even matchup kind of thing would be. So let me know. We'll be happy to have you out sometime. Oh, you are in Riverview. Well, then we can't be too far away because Riverview's not that huge. I'll get a bad roll down there, and I think it's going to be a pretty easy out for Tim. And Bo, for I know you said that I'm not sure what your skill level is. You can help me out with that, or somebody that you know happens to know me, and we can help out that way too. Oh, Big Ben. Okay, yeah, you're not far at all. We're actually down here by just off Riverview Drive, a little bit south of Rio 1. We'll call this a private a private location, but we have, and if I look over here, 187 people that have played out here, so we'll call it semi-private. Chances are, if you're playing in the if you play like leagues or anything like that around here, you're not sure like who I am. My name's Alan Ellison, by the way. If you're not sure who I am, we probably know people that know each other, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, so David knows you, and the only weight that David gives up is he'll buy you a burger beforehand. About a half-pound of weight should do. Mr. Trex over there scares people, and I think he enjoys doing that.
Bo. Oh, I'll play you. How much weight you giving me?
Kind of one strokes that one a little bit, comes up with a miss, comes up with a great roll out of it. Advantages happen every day. Tim's coming back with either a jump or a kick, and that is a very difficult jump when you're talking about a 7-foot table and a long reach. So Tim's doing probably the right thing here and going to kick at it. Makes a good hit. Is he going to get a roll out of that? I think that one has a pocket up there in the corner. It's pretty small. This might be a good time for play a defense instead. He can actually cut it sort of between that 2 and 8 ball, let it go back up table and leave that cue ball down table. Cuts it a bit. Cue ball finds that side pocket.
I suck. I am.
Tim's eyeballing that 1-9 combo.
Wait a minute. Do you mind? Yes. I figured that. And if you didn't go for that, I kicked your ass.
Tim actually has a good opportunity here not to only take a swing at the 9 ball, but also draw that cue ball back up a little bit. That 6 will help that 1 ball stay down table. Little draw shot. Bring that cue ball up. You don't have to worry about the defense side of that. If you just do exactly what he did there, just make the damn shot.
You're ahead again, 3.
Did a great job on that. That was not a simple cut.
Better start.
Manny stepping out the side door over here and expressing his gratitude towards a great shot. Luckily enough, it's pretty soundproof in here, so you didn't get to hear what the gratitude was. Tim makes a couple balls on the break, leaves himself an open shot on the 2 ball. Actually, would not surprise me if he calls the 9 in the process.
All right.
I put the camera up a little bit higher, you can see the big smile that's across his face right now. But he is going to try to draw into it. Bounces that cue ball around the table a little bit, leaves it up a little bit high, but does leave him a bank into the side where he can elect to get that cue ball down table. I tried to cut that up into the corner, and would have been a great shot as he left himself pretty nicely on that 4 ball. And he gets to take advantage of it now. Leaves it up on that top rail, though.
Call it 2. I think it was going to go. I'll say you.
Manny sinks the 9 ball for the game. Or not the game. That was a nice shot, too. I was getting ready to give him a whole lot of hats off for that.
I was going to call it, but I said.
Once again, big
I was
chuckles in the other room.
I saw it. And I was
And
like,
luckily these two are
surprised you didn't
good
call it.
friends. And Tim is pulling out that jump cue. I do not envy trying to make this jump shot here. Long distance to go. And that's going to happen more often than not. You really have to have control over that pitching wedge to make that shot. And he's making a nice shot up table. Leaves himself a little bit of an angle to get himself onto that 6. Uses the entire pocket for this bottom corner. A little careful here. That 7 is a little tight. That's pretty unfortunate. I don't know if you saw that or not, but Manny, almost in the middle of that shot, record that real quick. This is a learning opportunity. This is something to actually be a little careful of. As he stroked through that, he actually like almost consciously turned. Gonna replay this. I know that Manny goes back and watches this, so I want him to make sure that he kind of catches that one. Cut over in the corner, undercuts it a bit. And actually, since that match is going only feet away from them, I won't replay that shot. Might be a little bit disrespectful.
Lucky out.
Out's an out. Out is an out. Don't care if it's
And James Miller, yes, it is a race to 15. Couple balls on the break. If he decides to push this one, or if he's actually going to go for a hit. Looks like he's going to go ahead and play a push shot. Down there for a long straight shot. Actually, not a bad push. He knows that he can get back there and make this one, but two ball's a little tough to get on from here. Does a great job with that one. Thought he'd gotten a little bit straighter. See if he calls a 9-ball or decides to go for the cut. And I like the cut on this one. 4-ball sitting pretty open. Felt the same way. Undercuts that just a little bit. Him taking a hell of a stab at it. Leaves it right in the jaws of the pocket. And 9-ball, that's it's not the place you want to leave it, but it happens. Little help from 9 over there, and drift this one up and be able to run through a few of these. Catches the point. I jinxed him. That's my fault. Him jars another one, leaves it right at the edge of the pocket. And Manny's got a couple of choices. Bring it back up about where it is with a touch of inside English, or let it swing out a little bit. That sticks up in the top left corner, or the left side. So good shot for the 7 ball. Balls it in the corner, makes it, brings it back within 1 game, 6-5. Much tighter race than we saw the first one.
Bro. Touch my ass.
It's all on you.
Touch my ass. Touch my ass.
If you're going to give me the shot to do the same thing that I just almost did, yeah, I'm going to try again. All right, go for it. Oh. Not out in the open. A whole lot harder to try to do. Alan Poulter. play honest. I was trying. Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, Mr. Trey Jankowski, here in the chat. Good to hear from you again. Definitely hope you find another match out here. It's very well that oh, don't roll like that. He's one of the nicest one of the nicest people that's walked into this place, and definitely hope you find your way back out. Tim, 7-5. A little bit of a mistake there. I believe that one should have been Manny's game, and a little bit of a bad roll finds itself in that side pocket.
Effort. Lovely. Whatever you're talking.
Hey, we got to get you out here before before waiting on Evan. He's traveling out of state now just to avoid playing against people. So I'm sure he's going to duck you for a bit. Tim lining up that one ball, sending it all the way down the rail. Himself a good opportunity for that. Doing a corner or so, and that's some nice position on that one, just to once again roll it forward. Leave himself a shot on the 5 in the other side after the 4. Once again, little roll forward. Unless he wants to avoid that 7-9 combo. Could actually roll this one forward, leave himself a angle on the 6 to get back down for the 7 on the side. He may go ahead and decide to take a stab at that 7-9. Looks like what he's lining up for. Whoever cuts that one a little bit and gets a great roll out of it as he sticks it right behind the 9 ball. However, Manny can find his way to the backside of it. That doesn't look like it's too far off from that corner pocket. Going to come from the front of it, see if he can't bounce it out and maybe stick that cue ball back there. Head straight towards the pocket. A little bit more firm. He might have made that one. Watch this one a little bit. It's going to want to head a little bit more towards the ball. Puts a little inside English on it just to cover that. Gives himself a bit of a cut. Put a side pocket, either a side pocket cut or other side bank. That's to go for the bank. Catches both points. Leaves Manny an opportunity to get that game back from before. Watch that scratch. I did it again.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, short break. Yes. Ball in hand, come on.
Ask him, man.
Alright, so we're going to take a real quick break and then we'll be right back. Actually, while we're doing that, we'll have a little tip from Mr. CJ Wiley. And then we'll be back. So it should only be about 4 minutes or so.
Paused. We're muted.
Preferably where you get the
Sorry about that. We didn't have the volume on. We're actually going to restart that one real quick.
Hello everybody, this is CJ Wiley. I'm here with Billiard Live Stream to show you some fundamentals that will help you with your game. One of the things that is a little bit of an issue is our bodies aren't designed to play pool. So there's some little techniques that you can use so that you can maximize your ability to shoot, preferably where you get the feeling that you're shooting right out of the center of your chest. The best way to connect to anything, whether you're talking to somebody or let's say you're shooting a basketball or throwing a dart or pitching a coin, is right out of the center of your vision. You want your two eyes to work together, and then the cue will naturally go down where it's appropriate for you. But you want to be able to use your eyes to align with, not your body, but your eyes. Just like shooting a pistol. You want to look at the target, then you want to put your gun on the target and shoot. In this case, you want to put the cue stick on the line and shoot. Now to do that, it starts with the feet. That's the foundation of your game. So I look at this, my body as a structure, and I want to make sure that foundation is set right first. So the right foot, if I'm using this cue as the line of the shot, is on that line, but it's turned. So the ankle bone is on the line of the shot. The left foot is parallel to that line. And the reason is, if I just relax and just raise my hand up, it goes right in front of my eyes. And that's where I want it on every shot. So I want to preset my body to put that left hand, which is the aiming hand, in an ideal position every time with as little effort as possible. So the left foot is parallel to the line, the right ankle bone's on the line, and what I want to do is I want to step laterally straight over, or I could step a little bit up, but I do not want to step. When I step, I don't want to step back because it'll pull me to the left of the line. That's something I want to guard against, because when I step, I want to step and get my hips back right away so my head doesn't move. If I don't do that and I step to the left, my head will just go to the left. So I step and get my hips back simultaneously. That keeps my head on that line. So then all I do is I lead with my hips. I push my hips back because that clears way to be able to go down right straight on the line of the shot. I want to feel like I'm shooting out of my chest, just like if I made a robot that had like human body characteristics. I'd want to put the cue right under its visual center, and then it would just go up to the shot, it would lower, and then a mechanism would come back and shoot the shot. In this case, I'm going to do the same thing. And if you notice, if I'm the robot coming down, this is how I actually am. I'm shooting right out of the center of my chest. So when I go up to this shot, what I do is I get my right ankle bone on the line of the shot, I step and get my left foot parallel, and then when I'm getting ready to shoot, I step, get my hips back, and then all I do is just push my hips back to go down on the shot. It's much like this. If this is my head and this is my hips, instead of what most people are doing, going down with their head, I want to get in an ideal position and just push my hips back, and it'll make my head go right down. If you watch from the side, when I do that, my hips go back and my head goes right down on that line of the shot. You can tell that I'm doing it with my hips, because when I come down, if I was just to raise naturally, see how my chin is raised, because I'm using my hips to make my head go down. That's really important for consistency. So when I go up to this shot, I set my right ankle bone, left foot parallel, I step, hips back, and then I just push my hips back to go straight down on the line of the shot. And then when I shoot, I just bring my hand back and return it. And I really get a good feel for the pocket and the shot. You know, you hear the pros talk about a feel for the pocket. Well, this is what's going to maximize that for you when you're looking at it straight on. You don't want to be turned, you want to be straight on. So anyway, this is CJ Wiley. Try that for yourself. I think you'll like it. If you want to know more about my fundamentals, techniques, and systems, join me at cjwiley.com. Until then, I'll talk to you later.
All right, everybody. All right, everyone. Looks like we are back. You guys are ready to start shooting again. And a big thank you to Mr. CJ Wiley for coming out here and helping us out. He spent a few hours out here going through a few videos. We've got a couple of them that we've created for sort of the we'll call it a halftime show since we're just past football season. But super knowledgeable guy. He's actually here in the Tampa area, usually around the Bradenton area, but he's actually come up here for a few different people and always giving out some help. Whenever he had the opportunity to come by here, we got to talk to him. It was, I've got to record something here. So again, a big thank you for him for doing that for us, and any opportunity that you get to listen to him. He's been playing this game a long time. He doesn't have the status that he does for no reason.
Right. We're gonna call tonight. All right, call it. A whole lot less That's doing it. That's doing it.
I thought that he had escaped the scratch. Unfortunately, that 8-ball did not help him out and gives Manny an opportunity to steal one of his games back. Drills that, no problem. The break must have done him a little bit of good. I think he was watching some of CJ's tips there.
I replay. Probably a little.
It's real close to that kick shot. Good shot there. Now this is pretty close. It's hard to tell if that 4-ball is makeable. May end up having to play a defense on this one. He's looking a potential different direction. Oh, that's a way to do it.
Nine ball didn't move though. Just throwing that out there. Nine ball did not. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Next week on Taking Shots from a Pro, we're going to learn that last shot that Manny just did. But we're going to edit out 6-ball shot. Little bump there, leaves himself a little bit of an angle to make sure he gets down that 6-ball. Little punch shot here, down about 3 diamonds up, should be nice. Or 2. Low roll this one in, should get him shot on 9-ball. Gets a little bump that helps some, slows that cue ball down a little bit, doesn't go up too high. Won't say it's a gimme 9-ball, but I think Tim should probably be able to make this one. Nine six.
Yeah. I grew up with.
Has managed to sink that one ball in the side.
It's like
Says automatically that he got a
straight up.
reasonably good break on that one, but that 2 ball, a little bit more trouble.
Yes.
And decides to play a push shot. And he directly behind it.
Oh, hell no.
She wasn't supposed to go in.
With a well-planned shot there.
Not supposed to fucking go
Still on the 2 ball. Good shot on the 2 ball there. Wants that to slow down a little bit. That thing is really traveling fast. That's gonna be a tough call there because it is right at the point of being able to make that 9 ball. Let's see how he feels about playing this one.
Trust you.
on the nine, so I'm honestly telling you I don't know what.
How would you hit the first? I'm good.
I'm telling you. I think.
Yeah,
I do.
Alan, when you come
I
in
do.
here
I
and
do.
watch.
Ref. I trust you. Tell you how this is. I can't really tell you how this is. If it works out right, then I got it. If it doesn't,
Went and take a little look at that shot, and
get over there.
from in there was actually a little bit easier, but that was still a great shot from Tim. Kind of to draw off of it a little bit, just catch it without double hitting, and did everything that he's supposed to do. Results in a win on that game, moves it up to 10-6. Tim makes one on the break. Is an open look. The 1 ball. Don't know if he's going to try to make this one or just send the 2 ball and the 1 ball apart from each other. Decides to go ahead and stick that one in the side. Not get the roll he deserved on that one as he made a great shot. That's a 2 ball in a little bit of trouble. I believe the only shot here is going to be a defense, but being able to play a defense, it's really has to be able to control that cue ball. Try to get it back over there behind the 7 or 9. Whoa, that's a good for broke. Comes out great. One rail after the 4 ball should have got him on the 6. But he played a defense instead.
Yeah, but not what the fuck I wanted. Shit!
Has to put a little bit of draw on
Of course.
that one instead of forward. Makes that shot a little bit tougher. Tim's Leave going to be going for another 9 ball. Jacking up on that one a little heavy. Must be planning on going across the face of it. Sure was. 11-6. Tim comes up with a dry break on that one, and we haven't seen too much of that. He's actually been breaking pretty good today. Got hooked a little bit here and there, but coming in with a reasonably open break. There's not too much different. 2 to the 3 could get a little funny. And if we can get Manny to stay in that shot, we'll see things potentially change quite a bit. Starting to jump up again, unfortunately, and I think this is a little bit of frustration in shooting that really stopping him from getting back into the game that we know he knows how to play. Manny getting a nice little roll there on the 3 ball. Sets him up nicely for that 4 ball. Doesn't want to get behind the 9. Comes out okay. 1 rail back here. Be okay with the 6 and just kind of breaking his concentration. We're starting to see that jump a little bit again. It's costing him a lot of shots. Drills that 6 ball up in the corner, leaves himself nicely on that 7 ball. Let him stay down good on that one. One of those all the way up table, maybe even could go inside or outside depending on how he wants to play it. I like the inside a little bit on this one. I know a lot of people prefer the 2 rails to come back out. He's looking up in the corner, which is also a good shot. Straightens that one out a little bit and giving Tim too many chances here. You can see that Tim's a little off angle, so he does have to be careful here. Draws it nicely right between 9 ball and pocket. Himself a pretty easy 9 ball in the corner. Oh, uses the entire pocket, wipes his feet, but decides to go ahead and go on in the door. Tim moves that up 12-6. Nice shot on that 1 ball. Moves on to the 3. Needs to be a little bit careful of the speed. He's got a very open area to get to. hits it with a good speed, 2 rails. That way he doesn't have to try to slow it down too much or speed it up too much. Almost a straight shot. It should lend itself nicely to getting him back on that 5 ball. Almost a stop shot would basically do here. But he plays. Did he get behind that 8 ball though? And judging by the reaction, he may slightly be behind it. Usually when they're looking that close, they're close enough to be able to kind of throw the shot in. Looks like he's going to try to bend that cue ball around just a little bit to get on the 5. Does that, but it cost him the leave that he wanted to be able to get onto. Good time to just push the 6 ball up on the top rail as close to that middle diamond as you can. Leave that cue ball down here on the bottom. Tim's got a pretty good lead, so he may decide just to go ahead and go for it, start speeding things up, play super aggressive, and instead tries to separate it out onto the 2 side rails. Leaves Manny a shot on the 6 ball, one that with a tiny bit of low could come back out, leave him on the 8 in the side, or he can just go ahead and play that 8 up in the corner, which is going to leave itself a little bit on the inside. Bobbles the pocket. If he wasn't disturbed before, that one's going to do it.
If you don't win this one,
I think that one's going to lend itself to be a little tough to recover from. Tim's going to come back, play this one into the corner, couple rails, a little bit of angle on the 8 ball. If you could actually get about halfway between where that 6 and cue ball is now. Yikes. He's really close to that side pocket.
my Wednesday night tea.
I thought I was next.
Drills that 8 ball into the corner pocket, and a little bit of a cut on 9 ball. Doesn't want to travel too much. That cue ball flies around the table too far. Well, you got 4 rails and you got 6 pockets. You don't want to take the chances it's going to find one. Nice cut into the middle of the lower side. 13-6.
Alexa,
Oh,
Alexa,
fuck no!
Mark Anthony.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, play some of your music. Now let me play some of mine.
You played a whole set of your music. Oh,
Oh, so-
this shit ain't over.
right, it's not.
So
2
why,
games away.
so why do you get to change the music?
Yeah, I let you put you.
You said that play country. I was gonna look for classic rock. What is this?
I didn't
Is
know.
it at least English? If it's not English, we
Alexa,
gotta at least be English, man. freestyle music. Everything. Or in English. Oh. Listen to one genre. That is. I do like the new school country that doesn't play on their radio. I do some rap stuff. Heat like I don't Calhoun. A little close to it, but heat like what they're talking about, it's all like he really likes Tom McDonald. Ever heard any Tom McDonald? Songs like or No Lives Matter.
I've heard that one. Remember we were here.
He's just straight up don't give a fuck, and it's, I like that he just that's how he feels and doesn't care. Sugarcoat anything. One of his favorite things he says is, "You grew up in the '90s watching South Park. Where you grew up."
Manny gets a roll that goes his way and sets himself up for out on that one. Does need to watch that 3 to 4 transition. That way may even be looking at 9 originally, but I believe he's going to have to change course a bit. Play that 3 down in the corner. He's putting a lot of draw on that shot. That is a tough position to get into, and that's the problem there. Is leads itself to get right behind that 4, and we can tell by how quickly he shot that one that the mental aspect of the game may have gotten to him bit more. He sees the Tim's real close to that 2 games that he needs. Maybe he needs 9. It's going to be a little tough to recover from. I believe that 4 ball is just barely below that side pocket, meaning may have to kind of dig into that one a little bit. It makes that shot a little difficult with the 6 where it is. See if he plays the defense or there again with that lead. May go ahead and play offense. He does play defense, and Manny's got a shot at the 9 ball here. Whether it's heading into the 9 or carrying him off the front of the 4 ball. Has to cut that one in, gets a roll. 6 balls between the 2 and the 4. Tim's got a tough shot. 9 balls right in the way of where he would want to 1 rail kick that. He's going to try to bend it around the other direction. Gets that jerk of a 6 ball out the way. Manny's tables, it's open. He has to run a lot. I actually like the shot that he's taking now, just because going from 4 to the 6, or 4 to the 5 to the 6 would cause a little bit of a problem. Goes ahead and sinks that 9 ball, moves his 1 point. 5 games behind. Match still isn't over. We've seen bigger come from behinds than this.
Oh, you bitch!
Solid shot on the break. Almost sinks that 9-ball in the corner.
Earlier I wasn't. Last couple.
1-ball definitely has a shot. Wants to kind of get a little tap on that 2-ball. Goes the other way. We'll see if this is a defense shot. Looks like he's swinging pretty hard at this one. He's just trying to make something happen now. And I get it. We've all been there. It's the edge of it behind that 4 and 7 that we see down there. So Tim's going to be able to hit it. Probably swing a little harder on this one just to see if he can get that to find a pocket. Tries to put a little inside English on it. It's a long ways off. Did Manny go too far on that one? Cue ball finds corner pocket after a good hit. I believe this is going to be a chase to the 8-ball. We see a 3 in the side, 4 on the other side, and potentially 7 in the corner. Doesn't like those chances. Looks like he's actually lining up for that 3-9 combo. I like to run out here, but again, I can say that because I'm not sitting out on the table. Overcuts it a bit, and he's going to have another opportunity. We know from that angle the cue ball is going to quickly go down table, depending on where it stops. He throws outside English on it. Gonna get it hooked. He is not. And once again, he's gonna have an open shot. Got a little unforced error from Manny on that one. Just wants to come down, stay on the same side of the 3 balls on. Decides to try to go ahead and spin that one around. It's really full on that 3 ball. He's got a cut shot that should come around a couple rails. Looks like he's putting some draw on it. Is that going to stay by the side pocket? And it definitely is. Manny's real quick to jump back up the table. Possibly a little too quick and follows the cue ball inside. Tim leaves a little bit of angle on the 8 ball. A little bit of a stun shot should leave him pretty close to straight in. (14-7). That puts Tim on the hill. It's a decent break there with the exception of the scratch. Opens the table up pretty nicely. Everything's kind of sitting out the middle, so biggest thing that means is you really don't have to move the cue ball around that much. Kind of follow this one up. Didn't quite get the angle. I still think Manny's kind of stabbing at these a little on the quick side. Trying to put a big draw. Again, gets himself a little bit trapped. 4-ball finds its way into a bit of trouble as well. If he's got a breakout here. Ends up with some right English on that I'm sure he did not want. Now there's a 6-ball that's in his way. And he's shooting pretty quick here. This is basically like shooting to lose. Him finding that side pocket, but as you can see, that 7-ball is definitely in some trouble over there. Leaves Tim with a bank shot over into side. And 8-ball is sitting pretty good if that one goes, and it does. Might be it.
Gonna work. Literally do what you think.
With a nice controlled shot there, leaves him virtually straight in on the 9-ball. This one's for the win.
I got my ass kicked.
15-7. Tim takes set number 2 down, and I believe they are going to be done for the night. Leave that up here for for a second. Definitely seen a few people. Hi, by the way, my name's Alan, and this is actually behind the scenes for Billiard Livestream, and what we're looking at whenever the matches are going on. It's kind of behind the glass over on the side that's over here. I wanted to take a quick second. I've seen a lot of people in the last few times that we've actually been on the live stream say that they would like to be able to come out. They'd like to know how to contact us. We've got the message links that are on the Billiard Livestream page. You can also connect with us through YouTube as well. If you want to come out here, by all means, we love seeing people. I said earlier, we've had, I believe it's about 187 people that's in this, all brand new faces that's been out here. You are more than welcome to come out here and join us anytime that you want to. Find a match. If you don't already have one, put out a post onto either Taking Shots group or to Billiard Livestream, and let's see if we can get you set up with a match. If that doesn't work, let me know, and I'll see if I can find somebody to help you out. But we always look for people to come out here and play. That's kind of what the place is all about. So please get up with us anytime, and we hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy the stream, and hope to see you next time.